Woo! I love this mountain. Woo! Say Sadabata. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Father. 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 Igasoka pradiga konshatai. Kendero shai. Abrante. Abranta. It has come to pass. It has come true. I stand on the platform of grace, mercy, and truth to speak by the utterance of a consuming fire unto these under the sound of my voice. My name is Jesus, the very ancient of days, the apostle of the unknown mystery of immortality. Father, do the unbelievable but undeniable. Work signs by signs. Let the force of Gabriel grant understanding. Thank you, for ours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. Because yours is that kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever and ever. What a mighty God we serve. Never you ever forget in your life that there is no welfare anywhere without the deal of warfare. There is no such thing as a welfare without a warfare. And how well you fare is based on how well you war. What is war? War is simply a standing against woe. Taking a stand against woe is war. Your ability to say, I don't like it the way they had it, is war. I told you, the capacity to stand without having the bloodline of your old nature control you is war. The very day you said to yourself, I do not want to go the way of my father, you decided to kick against the pricks. It's like Jesus said to Paul when he was Saul, you are boxing pricks. You are punching tongues. You are fighting against tongues. order for you to stand against what was naturally designed to occur, it will take war. A mentality of warfare is what will bring you to the actuality of welfare. There are lifestyles within you right now that is actually not yours. It is nothing but a continuation of a generation. It's a generational manifestation in the bloodline. You find yourself doing certain things that you don't want to do now. Hear me. Every doing culminates to your harvest in life. You see that? Your doings bring about your harvest. You can't be doing A and expect to harvest B. No. So when you are genetically by blood granted a natural lifestyle, your end has already been the ayamasa. Your end has already been declared from the beginning. You don't need to use your mouth to say, I will never be like my own nature father. The way you look like him has already prophesied to you concerning the end of your life. It is a stand against the pricks. It is a battle that is seemingly impossible until you become impossible to be stopped. So this lifestyle of convenience you enjoy, this lifestyle of convenience and excuses you play around with, does not work against those pricks. Your father's bloodline authority, your bloodline power is like a generational moving train without brakes. You need a boisterous, relentless attitude to put a stop to it. It is a stand against nature. It's a stand against nature. You need a culture different from your father's culture to stand against his nature. There is a culture that manifests your father's nature. You need a culture to be able to stop your father's culture so you can stop your father's nature. What we do here is an introduction of a culture. An introduction of a culture where the culture is woven within the fibers of your being, woven within your bones and your blood. Only until then would you be able to permanently stand against the force of nature that is simply taking its course. You say the devil. Which devil? The force of nature. Your father, not the devil. Stop talking too much. Your father, not the devil. Your problem is not the devil. Your problem is your father. Like begets like. Your bloodline is your bad line. So chicken-hearted people do not stand against it. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. Shedemado ziyadadia Ikambara de shiadado Ilebarano siada bade yada da diada do siada. The pricks of life. That is why it doesn't feel easy. You are boxing pricks. You are boxing tongues. That is why it doesn't feel easy. You keep punching tongues. That is why it is necessary to make sure you enter into the dimension of commitment that brings you death. Deadly commitment grants you supernatural punches that are deadly punches. The punches of a dead man is deadly. What? You cannot be alive and be punching the pricks of your fathers. No, wait. Who do you think you are? Do you know what generation this is? Over 5,000 years, you want to change it? You see, you better stop living in an illusion and wake up and smell the coffee. After all the great men of God did, there were glimpses of their fathers still manifesting in them. They were never able to do away totally with their father. You cannot walk with your father and still walk with the father. Get thee out of your father's house. There is a need that you completely do away with them. It is either them or him. But show me one man of God that has not walked in the traits of his fathers. One way or the other, they came with God at the same time with their God. At the same time, it does not work like that. It is either him or them. So when we are talking about absoluteness, we are not bothering you. We are making you understand the nature of the battle you find yourself in. We are making you understand the kind of warfare you are dealing with that will grant you the welfare you require. You wake up and smell the coffee. Go and check their backgrounds. You are man of God to Tujegu, yet you could not stand to sustain your marriage. What happened after all your revelations, after all your healings, after all your miracles? What happened? Your father's blood happened. Your father's bloodline is your bad line. Apostle so and so, Reverend so and so, very Reverend so and so, Prophet so and so. It does not fight against your father's bloodline until you understand the order of absoluteness, until you understand it is not a joke. If your great grandfather was able to overcome, it would have affected your grandfather and affected your father and affected you. But if you see the way your father is right now, it's a sign that your grandfather failed. Your father has failed. You are in for a battle that over 5,000 years no one has been able to fight. And these are the excuses you give. I wasn't able to pray because of this. I wasn't able to pray. Forget about the unquestionable. Forget. I will say it as bluntly as I can. You are positioning yourself as another casualty. They tried and failed. I tell you, go and ask your ancestors. They will tell you they tried, because it's no joke. Rising against your own nature family is a battle against nature. It is a fight against the pricks. And listen to me. The living does not fight that battle. It is the dead that fights that battle. No. Check your life. Check affect your life. How I am Osikata. Very simple thing that should be so easy. A great man of God not able to stand against. You see, it's so easy. So I'll conquer it. What's a drying line? When I am talking and I am putting you up for the warfare that brings about welfare, don't see it as an extremist talking. It takes the extremes to be able to stop the extremes. You have to change. I tell you, you have to change. If you want to live the unquestionable, you have to change. I have told you for a very long time, excuses are not for the champion. They are for failures. Please understand the calculability. Understand the maths. They are not for the successful. No one ever succeeds giving excuses. That is why in the military, which is our kingdom order of life, there are no such things as excuses. And it's amazing how they say obey before complain. Now how do I obey before I complain? Obey before you complain. Now I have a complaint. That is why I can't obey. You know, so you say obey before you complain. In other words, there is no such thing as complain here. Today is 31st. Another day. So many who lack knowledge think they have to go and pray to work against the year. No, it is never a new year, but a new you. It is not a year, but you entering the year. The year is very clean and pure. You are the contamination of the year. You are the problem that happened to the year. The year did not happen to you. You have no idea. You have no idea. Yesterday at 12 I was awake. Because as usual, people like us, we are night rangers, night ninja. So I was awake, and then I heard the dogs howling. Oh, I said, what? Now immediately I watched the time. It was 12:01. Waiting consent dog consent time. Now my mama is so tired. Listen to me. This world is operating under a mystery that is very calculable. I said, waiting consent dog howling. How did the dog know the exact? How did the dog know? How? Now, by the time I saw it, it was 12:01. So it was targeting 12. The time is working within the dog. There is no time outside man. Take away man. Time has ended. Man is time. What do I mean? Blood is time. And they were all howling. Ooh. Oh, there are mysteries to learn. There is a lot to know. What is this? Ooh. Hey, Shekabaya. The dogs are awake. Are they praying? I don't know. But what are we doing? We are snoring. When we are the masters of the earth, we don't know how to wake up in the middle of the night. At 12 exactly. Ooh, they don't miss the time. You have an excuse to miss the time, and you want to break the code that destroyed your fathers. Are you serious? You see, you have to learn to know when it will not work by your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is the greatest accurate prophet of your life. Forget about what I ever said to you. Forget about what any other man of God said to you. Your lifestyle is the greatest accurate prophet of your life. The prophecy of your lifestyle can never fail. Whatever you cannot consistently do is what you can never become. You are worrying yourself praying a prayer you are not willing to conform to. And it is not possible to be consistently praying and not be conformed to. It begins from prayer that you may observe to do. Why? Naturally, you are a chameleon. Any environment of word you find yourself becomes your words. Any environment you find yourself which is of words become your words. Your words was brought about by words, and your words is brought about by words. Have you found your words in life? Words made it possible. Have you encountered your words in life? Words made it possible. Consistency of prayer is the consistency of the release of words, which brings about an automatic conformity. So when you become addicted to prayer, you have become static. You become frozen. When an animal dies in a frozen field, it becomes impossible for it to be spoiled. Consistency of prayer freezes you. You become preserved in the dimension of the prayer communication. I'm indestructible. No bullet can penetrate my body. That was in the morning, and that was 5 hours. Another afternoon, I'm indestructible. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Consistency is to trap you in that dimension. You get frozen in that dimension. You become connected to that word. You amount to those words. A bullet comes rushing to your body and it crashes down. Trust me, son. Trust me. It's not by mouth. Stop being deceived by all those born again nice declarations. All things are passed away. Can't you see? Has he passed away? All things are passed away. Behold, everything is become new. Has he passed away? I will to God, 1 Timothy 2:4. That ye be saved, but understand you are not saved, even though you are saved, because there is the coming unto the knowledge of the truth, a conformity with the knowledge of your salvation, and it is work you must do. I mean, you see, it's important you don't misunderstand these things. It is by grace and not of works. Sit down there. Kobisa Papa Grace Empire Obo Kobisa Obejina ho nanim fefefe asanya we twili po free heaven no asa bibia nkoso na brabo mu no wo kọ the prayer closet wo hwe ni kotodwe nim na ayese kota. Please, there is always a backstage. They never look handsome in the secret place of their power. Nobody looks like that. You have to change. You better convince yourself. You have to change. You are wasting your time. Now I charge it. Yeah. No, but now. I didn't easy. Oh yes, I easy. Oh papa mo try it. I easy cry. No be easy, I swear. Easy. Woman, now I charge it. 3 weeks now I joke. People have fasted 1 year. 1 year. You think it comes cheap? No. Paul said when it comes to fasting, many, I can't count, fastings, many. Go and read it. He said when it comes to fasting, countless. I said there is no devil anywhere. The devil against your level is your father. Your father is your problem. Get thee out of your father's house. We convince ourselves we must go with our father. No, you can't go with your father. You either go with your father or the father. To distinguish yourself to be extinguished is not for babes. The distinguished is the extinguished. You need to malasa. You need to separate yourself. Get thee out of your father's house. What's the one? Oh, Papa Beko. Papa A. Allen did not get out of his father's house. No. He did not get out of his father's house. So the father's spirit of alcoholism came with him. These are some of the little things we don't realize. The first thing you do as a man of God when you come to the place of maturity and can make decisions is to change that name on you. Even the name Thursday is controlling Thursday bones. Grow up. Your father's name is Osabute, and you are still working with Osabute. Pastor Osabute, angel. Forget about the angel. There's Osabute. There's Osabute. Angel will not help you there. Osabute. Well, I have been some questions. Now, who fear Busia be one and batch me if you be why? Me yela ya che. Me generation assassin. You feel me Jesus early mortal. Who you show me chila kwanya who was as so. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. What? Yeah, Freya, I said the L immortals. They are just yes, so. Yes, so. Edia ya boss enim say free Pakistan. Edia ya boy enim say we Swahili no. Binim e kraw. Why you know say we reverend na wabodi no Osabute. Fache me, I don't have anything against Osabute. It is the name that appeared in my mouth. Sometimes you get closer to a Bible school where they are graduating the pastors and you are able to tell the end from the beginning. Please, the easiest to manifest is the advertisement of Christ. It doesn't mean any change has happened to you. No. How does a change happen to me? When I go to Ideal Milk Company, and they give me their t-shirts and give me their product to go about and sell, have I become Ideal Milk? Eddie, no. Check your father. If Abraham is your father, you will do the works of your father. When he encountered his majesty, the first thing, get thee out of your father's house and from your kindred, your kind. Because I want to translate you to a kind. So get thee out of your kind to my kind. I'm adopting you. You can't continue with that name. And as a sign he had gotten out of his father's house, God said, you are no longer called Abram. For Abram did your father give you. But you now have a new father. Your name is now Abraham. You say you are born again. When you were outdoored as born again, what was your name? Go and check on Saturday Bonds that you know. They live as if Saturday 4. Saturday Bonds. They have natural pride. They are fearlessly disrespectful naturally. They believe the world belongs to them. Go and check Friday Bonds. Friday borns are naturally mystic people. They are mystical in nature. So if the name of the day you were born is having a control over you, Friday, Lord Frigga, is controlling you, plus your own nature bloodline. Whatever you do, it will take consistency without breaks to be able to stand against that. All right, consistency. Coming with a new word, a new revelation, coming with a revolution. Please, one of the things sometimes we do is to look at our family and we are just talking. Hey, listen to me. It is not by my tone. A foul say, me, I will never be like my mother. It's not talk. You will never be like no one. I like how they prophesy without knowledge, even though they know they are saying who be near battle. It's not that they are cursing you. You are a next generation of your bloodline. Na continuation. La continue. You are continuing. It's just a continuation. Sometimes they worry themselves trying to curse you. No, don't curse. Just look at the thing in the family and say, they say, ma pa, it's who penny to tow in at me as I deal with. And I said, what you just we are showing that we near beat, what they are winning a foul senator. A foul. There are things I saw my father do. I saw when I was 5 years old. I will never forget. And yet, if you are papa and you are bragging, me, it will never happen. Hey, many be and yet we need be and ye be yet. When you bet to know why it will not happen. It's not by power. It's not by might. By a consistency of word you meditate upon and live by. The word you don't pray is the word you did not pay for. Therefore, it is the word you cannot purchase into your life. To pray a word is to pay for your wealth. Your own wealth, different from that wealth. When you come into contact with a word, you pray the word, meaning you have paid for the word. Then the wealth of the word will be delivered into your hands. All this I've been saying, I have not been saying anything. It is now I want to say something. I love you. Kabarato shekeke. Walking in an unquestionable demonstration of the Christ God life, chapter 5.